Don't cry over the past. It's gone. Don't stress yourself about the future. It hasn't arrived. Live in the present and make it beautiful to prepare for the bright future. Don't cry over the past. It's gone. Don't stress yourself about the future. It hasn't arrived. Live in the present and make it beautiful to prepare for the bright future. Ntukigere uririra ahashize. Hararangiye wirira. Don't stress yourself about the future. It hasn't arrived. Kandi ntukistresse kuhazaza kuko ntiharagera. Live in the present and make it beautiful to prepare for the bright future. Baho ubungubu akakanya kandi iki gihe urimo ukigire cyiza kugira ngo witegure ahazaza neza. That is the message. Nubwo turi buze gusubiramo iyi message turi kuyibereka uko yanditse. I'm going to start with the lesson, which is a very wonderful lesson. I'm going to teach you how to use speak in different ways. I'm going to teach you how to use the word or the verb to speak in different ways. Ngiye kubigisha uko wakoresha speak in different ways. These are phrasal verbs with verb to speak. Before teaching you the lesson, I would like to show you these wonderful books. I am Teacher Jasper, the one who is going to help you understand different phrasal verbs with verb to speak. But before, let me show you these wonderful materials. Ibi bikoresho ni ingenzi. Please, a book holds a house of gold. Igitabo kiba gifite inzu ya zahabu. Hano imbere harimo zahabu. I tell you the truth. Try to come and buy these books, please. Kandi dufite n'ishuri ry'Icyongereza. Mwari mubizi. Did you know that? We have a very wonderful English class. Good. Then we are going to start automatically with the lesson. But before, I would like to show you this word. Our today's word is compile. What is the meaning of compile? To compile means to put things together. To put things together. For example, I can say, last year I compiled different English stories to make one book. Do you get it? I compiled different English stories to make one book. Nashize hamwe ama stories menshi y'Icyongereza kugira ngo nkore igitabo kimwe. To compile means to put together different resources, different materials, different things to make it one. For example, you can say, this car was compiled here in Rwanda. Iyi modoka yateranyirijwe cyangwa se ibikoresho byayo byose byashyiriwe hamwe hano mu Rwanda. Yateranyirijwe hehe mu Rwanda. That is to compile, to put together, Fantastic. Have you understood? Have you grasped this word? Iri jambo waryumvise? Wow, that is good. Clap for yourself. Ikomera mashi. Nice. Phrasal verbs with speak. To speak for. I am speaking for street children. If you say I am speaking for street children, ubuvuze ngo ndi kuvugira abana bo ku muhanda. To speak for people. This means to speak on somebody's behalf. Ntabwo bari wowe uri kwivugira. You are speaking for somebody's else behalf. Yes, which means that when you speak for, you are speaking on somebody's behalf. Uri kuvugira undi muntu. Oh, I'm not speaking for myself. Ntabwo ndi kwivugira. I'm speaking for street children. I'm speaking for my wife. I'm speaking for my children. To speak for no kuvugira undi muntu. Example. Here you can say, I am speaking for the whole group right now. I am speaking for the whole group right now. I am speaking for the whole group right now. Aka kanya ndi kuvugira itsinda ryose. I am not speaking for myself, but I am speaking for the whole group. Why didn't you pay us? Kuki mutatwishyuye please? I'm speaking for the whole group. I'm not speaking for myself. That is to speak for. To speak for is to speak on somebody's behalf. Ni ukuvugira undi muntu cyangwa abandi bantu. Wowe wikuyemo. Nice. Good. Then we are going to see, or we are going to look at speak of. Reka twitegereze, tubanze twitegereze iyi phrasal verb. Speak of. To speak of. Speak of. What is the meaning of speak of? Speak of means indicate or show. To indicate or to show. Speak of, yuvuze ngo my actions, your actions, her actions, his actions, their actions. Ibikorwa bye n'urugero. His actions speak of. Ibikorwa bye birivugira cyangwa se birigaragaza. Speak of, nubwo atavuga, ibikorwa bye birigaragaza. Here, to speak of ni ukuba ikintu kigaragaza cyangwa se kigaragara. That is to speak of. For example, you can say, there is no need to explain more. Nta mpamvu yo gusobanura byinshi. There is no need to explain more. Your actions speak of. Umuntu akaza akababwira ngo mu by'ukuri business yanjye murabona ko imaze kugeza ku baturage. Yeah, just understand. There is no need to explain more. Nta mpamvu yo kubisobanurira byinshi. Your actions speak of. Ibikorwa byawe birigaragaza cyangwa se birasobanura ibyo ukora. That is to speak of. Speak of. For example, you can say her actions spoke of that time. Ibikorwa bye byarivugiye cyagiye. Just when he was in the meeting, when he started to present or to explain to us about his business or about his actions, only the actions spoke of. Ibikorwa bye byarivugiye igihe yatangiraga kudusobanurira. Byarivugiye kuko buri wese yahise ahaguruka aravuga ati business yawe turayizi urakora cyane. That is speak of. Then we are going to see speak up. Speak up. To speak up means to talk more loudly. To talk more loudly. That is to speak up. Kuvuga cyane. To speak up, kongera ijwi. Speak up. For example, you can say, please speak up so that the audience can hear you clearly. Vuga cyane kugira ngo audience ikumve neza. Do you see? Please speak up so that the audience can hear you clearly. Vuga cyane, ongera ijwi. Speak up. Oh, that man is not speaking up. Please, can you tell him to speak up? The man is not speaking up. Ntabwo ari kuvuga cyane. Please tell him to speak up. Mubwire avuge cyane ntituri kumwumva. For example, you are here on the stage, uri kuri stage, then there is somebody who is behind there, behind the audience, ari inyuma muri audience. Hagahita avuga ati, the presenter is not speaking up. Presenter, presenter no uri kuvuga nyine. He is not speaking up. Tell him to speak up. Mubwire yongere ijwi. That is to speak up. Then here we have to speak for myself. To speak for myself. To speak for myself means to give opinions only on my own behalf. That is to speak for myself. To give opinions only on my own behalf. Nukivugira noneho. If I'm speaking for someone, twabonye ko uba uri kuvugira undi muntu cyangwa abandi. But when you are speaking for yourself, you are giving opinions or an opinion only on your own behalf. Uba uri kwivugira noneho ubwawe. That is to speak for myself. You can also speak for yourself. Do you speak for yourself? Ujya wivugira? Yes, to speak for yourself. Just, she speaks for herself every day. Arivugira buri munsi. They speak for themselves. Barivugira bari abantu. They speak for themselves. They don't speak for us. Yo bagiye hariya muri parliament, just when they are in the meeting, yo bari mu nama, they speak for themselves. They speak for themselves. Barivugira ubwabo. They don't speak for us. Ntabwo batuvugira. That is to speak for themselves. I speak for myself every time. buri gihe ndivugira. I don't speak for my husband, sinjya mvugira umugabo wanjye. Cyangwa I don't speak for my wife, sinjya mvugira umugore wanjye. I don't speak for my children, I speak for myself. Yeah, to speak for yourself. Then here you can say, I am speaking for myself, not for my husband. I am speaking for myself, not for my husband. Ndi kwivugira ubwanjye, sindi kuvugira umugabo wanjye. That is to speak for myself, yourself. Now ushobora kwivugira. She can speak for herself. Ushobora kuvuga uti ariko kuki ashaka ko muvugira. Why do you want me to speak for you? Please speak for yourself. Ivugira ubwawe. She can speak for herself. Ashobora kwivugira ubwe. He can speak for himself. Afite umunwa nawe ashobora kwivugira. Just he speaks English very well. Why can't he speak for himself? Avuga Icyongereza neza. Why can't he speak for himself? Kuki atakwivugira? We can speak for ourselves. Why did you speak for us? Kuki watuvugiye? We could speak for ourselves, and we are able to speak for ourselves. Dufite ubushobozi bwo kugira gute bwo kwivugira. Why did you speak for us? That is to speak for. Then to speak for themselves, nibo bakwivugira. They can speak for themselves. I am not the one to speak for themselves. Ntabwo ari njye ugomba kubavugira. That is to speak for myself, yourself, himself, herself, themselves, ourselves. Nice. Then to speak to. Speak to means to talk to. Please, my dear friend, I want to speak to you. Please, do you have time now? Are you ready to speak to you? Ufite umwanya wo kuvugana nawe, ndashaka kuvugana nawe. To speak to means to talk to someone. That is to speak to. I want to speak to your husband. Is he around? Ese umugabo wawe arahari? Oh, my husband is not around. Can you please speak to me? Wavugana nanje. No. I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to your husband, please. To speak to means kuvugana n'umuntu, to talk to someone. Are we together? For example, here, someone can tell you, can ask you, umuntu ashobora kukubaza, do you want to speak to me? Urashaka kuvugana nanje? Nkahita ngusubiza nti, no. I would like to speak to your mother. I would like to speak to your mother. Ndashaka kuvugana na mama wawe. Speak to. To speak to means kuvugana. Do you want to speak to me? Oh, no, teacher. I would like to speak to your secretary. Ndashaka kuvugana na secretary wawe. I don't want to speak to you, please. Nice. That is to speak to. Have you understood these 5 phrasal verbs with verb to speak? Wamaze kumva 5 phrasal verbs with verb to speak? Wow, very fantastic. If you have grasped these 5 phrasal verbs, I am going to show you the message of the day. Natangiye iyi message. Mvuga ngo, don't cry over the past. It's gone. And don't stress yourself about the future. It hasn't arrived. Please, my dear friend, live in the present and make it beautiful to prepare for the bright future. Let us read. My dear student, don't cry over the past. It's gone. Don't stress yourself about the future. It hasn't arrived. Live in the present and make it beautiful to prepare for the bright future. Bivuze ko ntukaririre ahashize. Ntukarire kuki ntageze kuri ibi. It's gone. Byararangiye. Ibyo utagezeho byararangiye bireke. Don't stress yourself about the future. It hasn't arrived. Ariko nanone ntukistresse ku hazaza, ntabwo haragera. Wihagira intambara, wibigira intambara, ariko kuki nanjye ntashobora kuzagira ibintu nk'ibi. No, it hasn't arrived. Live in the present, ahubwo baho muri present, and make it beautiful. And make it beautiful. No, iyi present yawe uyitegure neza. Uyigire nziza. To prepare for the bright future. Kugira ngo utegura hazaza hawe heza. That is it. Please, my dear student, I thank you so much for watching this lesson and for paying attention to your teacher. Wakoze gutega amatwi mwarimu. I am teacher Jasper. I will keep on giving you all necessary lessons you need in English language. Nzakomeza kuguha amasomo y'ingenzi ukeneye mu Cyongereza. Bye bye.